Hi everyone, let's play Romanza together. This is how it sounds. So if you're only just joining me, make sure you check out the first lessons, the first 3 lessons in fact, I have on how to fingerpick on the classical guitar, where I look more into the hand positions and really getting your posture good before you begin. Okay, so this one's a little different. It's not too difficult to play, so don't be put off. It sounds really difficult, but in fact it's not as bad as it seems. Okay, so let's zoom in and I'll talk you through it right away. So let's look at the picking hand, the right hand. So, again, it's a 3 beats per bar piece of music, and this time you have to play using all 3 fingers of P, I, M and A. The A finger is going to play the first string, the M finger is going to play the second string, and the I finger is going to play the third string. And the thumb is always going to play the bass on the first beat. So the first thing you've got to get used to, guys, it's very important, is to play the first beat and the P, I, M, the A finger on the first string at the same time. It's going to get a little, it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to it, especially because this has got an apoiando stroke. Now, an apoiando, basically, you play the string on the first string and you pull back to rest onto the second string. So it's basically a rest stroke. For the moment, you could play the piece first without doing the rest stroke. So you have this. 1, 2, 3. So you have obviously A finger playing the first, M playing the second, I playing the third, and on the first beat, 1, and again 2, and 3. And number 1, start again. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So why the rest stroke? Well, the rest stroke is you rest because this is the melody is played on the first string. So the reason you rest onto the second string is because you're really accenting that first string, like so. The melody's there, so you want the melody to be heard. So hence, that's why you apoiando or rest stroke the first string. Okay? Now, the left hand isn't too difficult, okay? But you must keep to the correct fingering. Use the 3rd finger now on the 7th fret on the first string. Let's zoom in and have a look at the left hand now. So here we go. If you're new to the guitar, don't go pressing too hard and strangle the neck of the guitar. Your hand needs to be very relaxed, almost like if you take your thumb away, it falls down. This is something that I never used to do, and you get some crazy shoulder pains and cramp between the thumb and the index and the forefinger here. So keep it very relaxed. Okay, here we go. 3rd finger, and it's going to sound for this. 1, 2, 3. First beat, so hit that bass again. 1. On the second beat, play the first finger on the 5th fret. And then use the first finger again on the 3rd fret. Let's repeat that. 1, 2, 3. Bass. 1, 2, 3. First beat, bass again. Stay where you are. 1, move down, 2nd fret, 2, open, 3. Really easy, but it sounds great. Off we go again. I'll repeat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Open again with the bass. 1, first finger, 3rd fret of the first string, 2, 4th finger on the 7th fret. If you can't stretch, don't worry, just lift off. And number 1 beat on the 12th position. Definitely the 4th finger, because you want to give this some vibrato. 2, 3, and then again, 1. 2nd finger, 10th fret, 2, 2nd finger, 8th fret. Okay, so up to here, we're just basically fingering the 1st string. The 2nd and the 3rd string have been open all the way through. So it's very easy. Let's take it from the beginning. 1. Things to look out for. I did a little slur here, which really adds to it. Don't worry too much at the beginning to put this slur in. Once you've mastered the piece, you can start putting these little touches in afterwards, okay? Now, the next bar, you've got 2 places here where it gets a little bit more trickier, okay? And then to finish off, it's easy as pie. So, this is a half bar on the 5th position, where you're barring the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd string. So you've got 5, 5, 5, but also now the 4th finger is going to be on the 8. So the tab 8, 5, 5, 8, 5, 5. With the bass now, it's moved from the 6th string. Your thumb is going to be playing the 5th string. And it's quite easy to remember because it's going to go 8, 7, with your 3rd finger. Just play the bar. Now we're back to number 1 beat again, so hit that bass. 1, 2, 3, and again 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The next chord is the reason why lots of people give up on this piece, but don't give up. Here's some tips. You want to make sure when you bar, I always put the crease of my 4-finger on the 4th string and literally feel the fret with that 1st finger, okay? Feel each fret. This is actually a B major chord, but don't worry too much about the ins and outs of chord theory at the moment. Just think you're going to bar the whole lot, and the 2nd finger is going to play on the 8th fret on the 3rd string. So you're barring across the 7th, and your 2nd finger is on the 3rd string, 8th fret. Okay? Now, play that. 1, 3rd finger comes down onto the 1st string, then back again with the 1st chord by taking off the 3rd finger. So it's 7, 7, 8, 8, 7, 8, 7, 7, 8. Big stretch to the 11th. Back again to the 8, 7, 8. So you might think, whoa, that's tiring, so give your hand a bit of a rest, okay? Go back on it again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's it, that's the hardest bit over. It's almost going back to the start now with a 7, 5, 3, bass again, 3, 2, 0. For speed now, think all across the 2nd fret. You're going to miss the string, play with your 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, miss a string, play with your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, miss a string, play with your 3rd finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. Okay, just like so. 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger. Play the 5th string with your thumb and count 1, 2, 3. Then the 1st finger for the 2nd lot of 3 is going to just move to the D sharp note on the 4th string, 1st fret. 1, add the 4th to the 3rd fret, 2, and off again, 3, and you finished. E minor chord now, where you play E minor and play the 4th string and the 1st string at the same time, whilst keeping the same pattern. 1, then we have the 5th string, 2, the G note on the 6th string, 3rd fret, 3, and a little rasguado to finish. So that's it. So now I'm going to play the piece to you without using apoyando, which might be quite hard for me because I'm so used to doing it. So I'm not going to use the rest stroke, and now I'm going to play the piece to you again using the rest stroke, so you can really hear the accented melody. This is without the rest stroke. Oh, that was hard for me. Okay, but this is with the rest stroke. Listen to the difference. So look carefully at this appuando technique, and there's two reasons why I really like it. First of all, when you use the appuando and you rest, you play the first string and you rest onto the second string, you can literally now feel this finger. So you can't miss the second string as you play with the Taranto free stroke and then the I finger. So it's almost like it's giving you a bookmark. I can feel it now, so I'll join that string with the M finger and then play the I finger afterwards. Also, do look at my finger. It's gone super straight when I appuando. When I usually play, my fingers have got just the slightest bend there, okay, on that knuckle. But when I appuando, look, it's dead straight. You can play super fast using this technique. Also, keep the fingers to a bare minimum when you move them. Don't go making huge, great big movements, which is really difficult when you're a beginner, I admit. But keep the movements small. The further you move your fingers away from the string, it just basically means that you have to bring them back again and you could possibly miss. Keep the movement as small as possible. Also, if you look in the description below, you will find the link to the tabs for this piece of music. But hopefully you won't even need to look at the tabs, because I'm explaining it well enough to you. Coming soon will be the second part of Romanza, but stick with this one for a bit of time. Repeat it. If it feels a bit difficult to play at the beginning and your fingers feel a little bit clumsy, don't worry, just keep going with it. Repeat as much as you can. Repetition is the key here. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and of course, as always, subscribe. Any comments, write them in below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye now.